it will validate your username password. It will validate username and password. People, you are needed reply karo. It will validate username password. If your username password is valid, it will go to the JWT token library, and from there you can do what? And JWT token library and create uh, JWT token. You are not replying. You guys are not replying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Uh, so first call where you have to make always. First call always you make to auth service. और ये मेरे ख्याल से this is customer service. You got it? So we have two API. One is auth service. Second one is customer service. So my dear friends, you got it or you don't understand all this?
Got
Just
it.
In the,
have to
hmm? देखिए
technical
यहाँ से
expression and if it's valid or
यहाँ
not.
से यहाँ से from here you will get a token in the response, and इस token को लेके you will hit it. That's it. If you are hitting any URL and not sending token, it would say um, you are not authorized to access this API. Go and first of all take token from the auth service. Sorry. Hey, you understand the whole flow now or no, not? Huh? अब कैसे करूँगा? How I am going to do it? Just my part. But you understand the funda?
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
How is it
yeah,
different from actually using logging in with username and password?
वही तो है. तो yeah, how it is in actually in web application username password you are sending there with the help of form. ना?
With the help of
But
form,
यहाँ
yes,
पे
that's correct.
here you are sending as a JSON data because here we
It's
don't have
JSON data.
form and all, right? Form तो है नहीं. You know what
So
I'm saying?
string security is mostly used for REST API.
No. You can use in web application also. Both you can use. Not a problem. But you understand the way I'm doing?
So
अरे हम लोग यहाँ पे we are not dealing with the GUIR man. We are dealing with the any kind of client, right? Web application to tightly coupled. Am I right? You can access with the help of browser only, but here you can access with the help of Android application or your iOS application, other Python application, PHP application, browser. So which one is more generic? API. That's why now in the world people are making API. आया? REST API है ना? तुम चाहते हो कि तुम्हारा डेटा anybody can use it. What will make it? REST API. जैसे पेमेंट गेटवे होता है. Who can use the payment gateway? Any kind of application. So payment gateway you have to design as a API. I don't know. You people understand this or not?
yes,
So
yeah.
we are.
So
हाँ,
so this JWT token, it adds like one more layer of security.
yes, sir. पहले first of all you have to go to this service and you would show your username and password. You will get a token, and using this token you can access other API. So two application is involved in this. Okay. In both, I'm going to use Spring Security and JWT token. So Spring Security is going to be used in one application or both application and JWT. Both. You have to configure this in both. Can we combine both into one application? Sachin?
Yes,
Yes.
you said that we don't want it.
But knowingly I'm doing separately so that it would be a little bit easy, and in real life this happens. The way I'm doing it, right? This is the real example, and this is one of the best example of microservices. What? ये क्या आ गया? I will teach you in much detail, okay? Microservice. Hmm? देखो, अगर if you are not replying, then how will come to know you are following, you are getting all those things or not? Otherwise, I don't want to waste my effort. Simple. Hmm? इतना theoretically it is clear. Theoretically.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's clear for
Yes.
me so far.
Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
clear. Yeah.
Okay. Now, uh, I'm going to explain you auth service, which will generate what? JWT token. Hmm? Like in this, I can involve database or I can use some username password hard coded value. So benefit is no need to interact with database. Clear? But database is not a big deal. We can do that. So I'm going to explain you what first?
Auth
Auth service.
service.
Auth service. Okay. What I'm thinking is, I'm thinking for recording. So recording, we can start now or पता नहीं. Let's record it. Okay.
Yeah, Nagan, can we do from the database
नहीं नहीं.
instead
Why
of
you are
hard coded?
why you are making it complex? अभी तो मुझे बताओ.
Oh, okay.
If you can make
No,
hard
I mean,
coded, making database
mm-hmm.
is not a big deal. ना वो तो कर लोगे.
Oh,
You know
okay.
it, right?
Okay.
So
Okay, that's fine.
basically, let's follow some shortcut path first. Because if you do everything, again it will be boring. मुझे नहीं दिक्कत है. This is this. I want to make simple. ना database से तो anybody can do it. ना
And let's make it simple first and then
then we can do database in
crazy
next step.
later.
मुझे क्या है
Yes,
मेरे
sir.
लिए तो everything is same. मेरे पास power ही नहीं है. Oh my dear other friends, Sumit, can you make me host please? Give me more power. Power ही नहीं है. आ गया. Oh, I got power now. Recording is going on. I don't know. This
Looks like it, yeah. I see that red button.
Hey, Sumit, you already started recording? I don't know how much boring it is. It is okay. That's fine then. Oh my God. Okay. So that's okay. So in this, already we discussed about, right, what we are going to do. Recording is there. So let's, whatever diagram is there, let's implement it. So first of all, I'm going to show this part. Which part? First part. Sachin, reply. I'm going
Yeah,
to work on which part? Auth service, right? So
auth service.
we'll send username password. It will validate it. If username password is correct, it will generate the token. That part we are going to cover. Yep. So for this, already we have a project. Let me show you. So this is a very simple project. Okay. That name is here Spring Eureka Auth. Do not worry much. In this, we do not have very complex thing. Okay. So if you talk about dependency, what dependency we should have? We should have minimal dependency. One is we should have web. This three we need. Mina, how many dependency? Web.
Three
It is used to make this
dependencies, yeah. Web starter and also the
security.
security.
That's it. That's
Which
it.
one?
And
Can you hold?
the only three: web, security,
Okay.
and JWT token. It is enough, right? Because we are not connecting with database, right? And what is this? Actually, this is for microservices. So I'm going to comment it. I don't need it. Okay, fine. Other thing you know, right? This is for test cases, and this is for when you do some changes, automatically should restart. And I'm just commenting this because this is for microservices. The microservices thing, I'm commenting it. I hope this is clear to everybody. It is clear.
Why do you need web? Because
Done.
I thought we don't want to use web.
No, no, no. Without web. Web means not HTML GSP. No, no, no. Web means REST API controller for that purpose. Sachin. Here web means does not mean it is HTML GSP. Web means REST API. Clear? Because REST API is also for web. Web means you can access from anywhere. And what and I'm commenting this also. Okay, that's it. So let's talk about security thing. In order to basically purpose is generating a token. Let's understand this. Clear? So first thing we should understand is Spring security config file, right? So where it is here, Sachin. This file we have to focus, and wherever you are going to use Spring security, we have to make this file for sure. What I said, wherever you are going to use Spring security, you have to use this file for sure. It's clear?
Okay. Yes.
So Spring security file always extend a web security configure adapter that you have to mug it. What I said, you have to help me. Like Normally, when you make configuration file, we always use a notation. Which notation? At configuration. Meena, yes, you know, we always do it, right? Because this class is supposed to create the bean. But you see, in this annotation, enable web service annotation or configuration annotation is there also. They are there already. Can you see this? You have to say yes, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So Sachin, now choice is in your hand. You want to make it redundant if you don't have knowledge, or you can omit it. It is up to you. So guys, what thing we have to remember? Whenever we are going to implement Spring Security, we have to make a configuration class, and that must extend Web Security Configurer Adapter. Say yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir, we got
And
it.
Yes.
and you have to override a method configurer, and which is taking parameter HTTP security. This no need to remember it. Just take the idea. And I'm enabling cross-site request forgery, and I'm disabling the session management, because in any kind of web service, session management is not allowed. Make sense? If there is a handle authorized attempt, its meaning is, if somebody is trying to access some you know unauthorized thing, then you are going to send this error back. What? 401. 401 means you are not you do not have uh, permission to access it, or you can say you are not authorized to access it. Make sense? That's it. Okay, which URL you are allowed on it? Post and this URL.
Yes.
Get, this URL get URI is defined already here. So which URL you will allow? Meena, any URL which is preceding with /auth, you would say go ahead. Make sense? Okay. Your question may be, what is the use of at value? At value is the annotation which is used to read the value from the application or property file against this key. Meena, what this notation does?
Sir.
It will read this value from
I,
the application or property against this key. If this key is not present, it will take this value, default value. Clear? So in my application or property file, if this value is not there, this key is not there, it will take this value. Got it? So everywhere, I think it is not defined in my property file. So which value it will take, Sachin? This one, this one. After colon, it will take the value. Got it? This is just constant, okay? And this is the token expiration time. So your token would be valid for how long?
2460 and
16 to 60. You can say 1 hour, okay? And this is the secret key, right? JWT secret key. You can give some complex key, right? This key is important. This key you are going to use as a salt when you are generating token. Okay, I'll show you. So you understand the meaning of this file, Sachin? This file contains value constant regarding JWT token. If you understand, say I understand. Otherwise, say I don't understand.
I didn't understand the dollar part.
No, this is a part of the
You
syntax,
said
sir.
this
Dollar curly bracket
application.
open and
Yes.
close.
So this
So
needs to be
this
set in the application property file.
property file, if it is not there, this key is not there, it will take this value by default. URI, first of all, try to take value from here. If it is not there, it will take this value. Make sense? So
Yeah. So if
Yes.
you
if
so
if
if
you
that
want
value
to
is already so if
go
that
ahead,
value is already set in properties file, you
property
don't need to
file.
write over here.
No. Actually, this is default value, sir. If this is,
Oh, okay.
suppose you haven't given this value, it will take default one. Otherwise, it will give you the error. It means it is there, it will pick it. If it is not there, it will take default one. That is the purpose of it. So this is optional. If you don't want to give it, then this value is mandatory. If this property is not present in the property file, it will not run. It will give you exception at deployment time. Hmm? You guys are
Okay,
not
got it.
replying. You say yes, got it, done. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I'm coming
How
back.
does that come into play when you in the application property file?
When you run it, when you deploy it at the deployment time, all the processing is going to be happen, configuration and all.
And
Okay,
that it's gonna look for the value,
of course,
I
man.
guess, in the property file.
Of course. It will process at deployment time. If it is not there, your application will get fell and it won't be get up. Hmm? You, Mister. So which URL is blocked for this? Every URL is blocked except Mina,
Which
except
one?
That
slash auth. Slash auth is allowed. Other are completely blocked.
blocked.
Done.
Oh, I see. Now, what you're saying is the UI, the, can you go back there?
This URI is nothing. This URI is
When you,
eh,
so you have to assign this value in the property file, auth file,
exactly,
auth.
exactly,
If not, then
exactly.
it's gonna use the
This one, this is going
default.
to use this one, default one. You say permit all means you are saying post, and this auth slash auth is allowed. Other are blocked. Say yes, you got it. Done.
Yes, sir, we got it.
And here I'm using password encoder. Password encoder, when you say password in database, it is going to use this. And here you are creating a bean, right? Why you are creating bean? Where you have two options of using it, Meena. Either you can use ART service on it, no? Or you can use ART bean to create a bean of it. That's it. So this line is okay. This line is saying I'm going to use user detail service. For what purpose? This will be used to basically validate the username password. I will show you soon how. About this file, everything is clear? Yes. Just have a look
Yes, sir.
and let me know. And second thing I'm going to explain you in this user detail service. In this, we have logic to validate username and password. Sachin, let's see. This when authentication is done, Spring Security will call this file automatically. Why? You have already configured it. Let me show you. You see user detail service? I'm just showing you, right? Where is gone? No need to worry. I need to go to the Spring Security. Slowly, slowly, this one. I mean, in this file, already you mentioned what? User detail service, Sachin. So whatever implementation you have, that would be called for what purpose? Validate username password, right? So this implementation is fixed in Spring Security, Mina. Any class which is implementing user detail service offered by Spring Security. So this method will be called by default. Which method? Load user by username. It is fixed. So guys, can you see this? Which username password we have hard coded? Nagendra and this password. Admin this password. For Nagin role is user and for admin role is admin. Sachin, do you understand this? So this value you can configure in database also. I have just hard coded it. It's okay or not?
For now, yes.
Then what happened? When you are sending username, right? So I'm going to see putting loop. I'm just validating if username is correct. Then what we are doing? If user is correct, then whatever role you have, you see, I'm going and fetching my role, and this role I'm preceding with at role, right? So you just mark it for today only. Whatever role is there, user, I'm saying role underscore user. Admin role, that is the convention. So sometime it is true and sometime it is not true. I'll let you know. Okay, not a big deal. Hello. Whatever role is
Wait,
there,
wait.
it is
Okay.
preceding with whatever role is there. It is preceding with underscore role. I'm just adding it, right? Hmm. Or you can put this value here, then no need to add it. After it, Sachin, can you see this? In last, I am creating an object of user. User is created given by the Spring Security. Here I need to pass my username, password, right, which is coming from database and role. All the three things I'm passing and return it, right? So when you return username, password, so this username password will be validated by what, Sachin? Which you entered, which you pass from the front end, which you pass from the client. Are you following me? You guys
Okay.
are not replying. When you send username password from the client, right, it will come to this. Only you are using username, right, taking from the user, and from database you are fetching username password. So when you return it, who will validate username password? Spring Security internally do it, right? If
Which line is it?
that is not visible to you, that is implicitly done by Spring
No,
Security.
so 30, 36 and 37, line 36 and 37 is just getting the username, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
We're just
See,
fetching the
see.
user, and line 41
Yeah,
is
yeah.
where we're actually authenticating
Like
it.
this is this you are fetching it from database or username, password, and role. When you return this username and password from database, whatever username you have entered in the GUI, right, front end, that will be implicitly validated. Spring Security will do it, right?
Okay.
So after validation, you have two things in your hand. Either username password is correct or incorrect. If username password is not matching, it won't be go in the for loop, right? It will come over here and throw the exception. But if username is correct and password is wrong, right? Internally it will validate it. After username password is wrong, then where it will go? That's your question. Like after that, it will go to this filter. I'll tell you why. Okay, because first of all, this method will be called attempt authentication. Sachin, attempt authentication. This will call first when you enter, when you call auth. I will tell you why this would be called. That would be your question, right? Sachin, your question
Yes.
is when here already we have this my own class and an username password authentication token filter class. So this already we have configured in Spring Security config. Let me show you. Where can you see this? Here, Sachin.
Mhm.
This is designed by me. I said when username password comes, please go to this first. Where? Go to this first in this class and this method. So like Sachin, this line is doing what? This line is very fantastic line, I would say. It is reading input data from the body. Oh, in JSON, what data you are going to send in the body? Like this. Hmm? Sachin, it is reading it. Can you see this? Request dot get input stream reading data from the body and mapping into user credential object, username and password. So what we are supposed to send in the body, Sachin?
Username
Username and
password.
password. Hmm. Username you can set anything like Nagin.
So so
Uh,
this is happening when it fails to authenticate.
no. I'm just telling you now. When you send it first time, your request will come to this. Other thing I was,
Oh, okay.
let me explain you. Username password you are sending, right? Hey, this is my username password. So this username password will be stored into it. Your question is where it is getting called, right? I'm telling you. Like
Yeah.
here, username password. In this, you parse your username password. Sachin, this code is doing what? Whatever username password is coming, you just filled into in your credential object.
Is
Make
map.
sense?
Okay.
And this is created. This is Spring Security class, right? And in this class, you are setting username, Sachin, which is coming from the GUI, password, which is coming from the GUI, and
Yeah.
third parameter is what? Role. We don't have role. Am I right? That's why I'm setting empty list. Sachin.
Because there's no rules. Okay.
Now you are calling authentication manager authenticate. After that, your call will go to the service layer. Where the call will go, it is fixed. It will go to user detail service impl and load user by username. So in this, you know what you are doing? Let me show you. Sachin. In this method, what you are doing? We are passing my username. Say yes. Which username? This one, Nagendra. Nagendra, you are passing it where into user detail service and impl. It is fixed. Are you following me?
Okay.
You pass the Nagendra and you are matching Nagendra name is correct. If Nagendra name is correct, then what you are doing? You are creating one user object with the help of database username, password, and role, Sachin, and returning it. So when you return it, right? So here there would be two possibility. Username password internally may be correct, matched. Then it will not throw any exception, right? If username password is incorrect, it will throw the exception. You got it or you totally got confused? Sachin.
Uh,
Like here, I'm reading username password from the GUI, right? And this username password, I'm just setting into a special object. Spring Security says I can only understand everything when you put your username password and role, which is empathy in the beginning. In this,
yeah.
and call my authentication manager dot authenticate method. Authentication manager is inbuilt class of the Spring Security. Authenticate, right? When you do it, which method and which class will be invoked? Which class, which method? User detail service impl and load user by username.
User
And in this
details. Yeah.
method, what we are doing? We are just validating username Nagendra. If it is correct, then you are fetching password from database and matching internally, right? If both are matched, then what happen? If both are matched, then you will come over here on successful authentication. If both are not matched, hello. If username password is
Uh-huh.
not matched, right? Exception will come and you are going to you are going to the We have one more class over here. Let me show you. Give me a second. No, there is two possibility. One possibility is on this line, your username password is Sachin, matched and correct internally. In case of
So you're
correct,
returning, okay.
it will come over here. In case of failure, you haven't wrote it. You can write for failure as well, Sachin. You can override another method. I can show you. That method is defined here. That method is, I think, on fail or something. I'm just showing you. Attempt
This is a
authentication.
different class now, right?
No, I'm in the same. I'm in the same class, but in the parent one. I can show you. I can show you. Not a big deal. Attempt authentication. There was one thing unsuccessful, right? If it is not there, you can go to the parent one. Successful authentication, right? Similarly, there should be some. Can you see this? Oh man, we have this failure handler. So this fine. We can override this method as well, right? Don't worry. I'm just telling you much detail. Okay, we are not supposed to do this much. Sachin, I'm coming back. Okay, what this is supposed to do? Like here, it is just validating username password. If it is correct, it will come on successful authentication. Otherwise, it will go on authentication failure. So I'm not using, I'm not customizing it, right? It is returning default value. Clear? Sachin, you tell me. If you come to the success, assume karo username password is correct. Make sense? So you will come to this method. Why you will come to this method? Because it is internally implemented by String Security. So Sachin, यहाँ पे what you are doing? Tell me. You are generating the token. How? Using JWT token. Okay, how? I'm using JWT token builder in subject. I'm setting username. Sachin. Title Mr. Email ID. I'm setting this. It is up to me. And here I'm setting my role, all my role, right? And at what time it is issued, and what is the expiration date? Expiration date it whatever time you have taken, right? And you are converting into millisecond and setting it. How much time you took from the configuration? 24 hours. Remember? After that, whatever token is generated, we are doing digital signature. Why, Sachin? So that nobody can temper it. Hmm?
Okay.
So guys, you tell me, what is the meaning of this line? Your answer should be, again, using this much code, you are generating the token. In token, what we are setting? Subject name. That is important. Your username, right? And we are setting other metadata, right? You can use any kind of metadata like title, email, name, role, any other detail, Sachin. Here you have choice, any choice, right? You can do it. I'm setting at what time it was issued, at what time it will be expired, and you are using this algorithm to sign it. And you eventually calling compact method, you are generating the token. Sachin, say you got it or not?
I got this one. This one.
Okay. What about other people? This is just algorithm, right? Don't try to understand everything. This is based on builder design pattern. Now I'm returning.
This came from the configuration file, right? That you showed
Yeah.
earlier.
Now what you need to do next? Like here, in header, I'm using this key. This key is nothing. Header key is your authorization key. So I'm sending, but here I want to make a JSON response. Allow me. So if you allow to me, what I can do, I can make a class. Sachin, can you help me? My class is uh, JWT token response. Can you help me? Because I want to generate JSON response of my choice. So what thing you want to do? I want to return name. Are you following me?
Yeah.
And I want to return email ID also. If email is there, right? And I want to return authorization token. Authorization. I'm just making it in capital letter knowingly. This attribute. Huh? So 3 attribute I want to return. It's okay. This will have my token, name and email. I want to return extra. Say you got my point? Then you can make a generate and get an unsetter. Sachin. Yeah. Like here, I'm just, this is my token. Say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you can do is, You need your help. I need to make an object of it. Say yes. Yeah. After it, new and make the object of it. And in this, what you can set? Dot authorization token. Can you help me? This token you can set. And then what you can set next? Email. I'm just giving you something, right? Because email and all we don't have so far, but soon we will fetch it from database. Sachin, you can set anything, man. I'm just making a response of my choice. And then you can set name, that is your name, I guess, or username. I make you confused, or you got my point?
Why are you doing this again? You're trying to return something, but what's
I'm
the
trying
purpose?
to return my JSON data of my choice. I don't want to return data
Oh, you
in the
want to
header.
return it to the okay
Yeah.
in the
So the
result
result.
response.
I'm
Yeah.
saying here response get writer dot println. I want to write JSON data. Okay. So if you want to write JSON data in the writer, I don't know this kind of knowledge you have or not. First of all, you have to get writer dot. How is doing like that? Get writer. So you will get a print writer. Basically, this is the way how to write data in the response. This thing must be covered in JSP solid session. And print writer, first of all, chalo, you have to do set content type. You know set content type? Why is not coming? Uh, just a second. Set content type, I think you have to do on the response. Set content type means you are saying, hey, what kind of data I'm going to send, Sachin? So what you have to do? Set content type. What we are going to set? Send application slash JSON. Sachin, you are not replying. I want
Yeah.
to send JSON data. Yep. After it, I want to write my JSON data in get writer no, dot println. You want to write in the response body. So first of all, this data we have to convert into JSON or not? Of course, man. So you can use object of I can JSON
Object of
mapper.
J-
Like how I forget it? Object of JSON mapper, I guess. How I forget it? JSON mapper. Let me Google it. I forget it. I'm sorry. Convert. What I should type? Convert object Java object into JSON.
JSON. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. How I can forget it? Okay, you can use object mapper. That's what I'm saying, right? What we need to use? New
Object
Sachin
mapper.
object mapper. I'm not supposed to forget it. I'm very sorry. And here you can use a method, right? To JSON. I don't know. Let's Google it. Tling, tling. What I need to do? I need to convert. Now write as a string. Sachin, everything is on Google. Okay. Write as a string. What you want to write as a string? This value. If you understand, you have to say I understand. Otherwise, say Nagad, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Please.
I understand. You're returning.
Yeah.
Understand, sir.
Yeah. In response, I'm returning it. Let's do it.
In
Okay.
response.
I'm going to do only this much for today. Tomorrow, we'll do the next part. So let's run it. How to run it? You say, don't tell me how to run it because this is Spring Boot project and you can run it. This is going to run it. Which port number?
9100.
9100. Okay. And this I'm just commented it because this I need for Eureka server, that is discovery and registry server. We'll talk much detail on it. Okay. Not right now. Can you run it? Yes, please. I'm running it. So if you want to make a call, you have to use Postman, Sachin, because you have to make a post call. What call, man? Post call.
Postmark.
You will say why post call? Already we configure it, right? Can you see this? You say for post and which URL you want to you allowed auth.
But
So
are
we
you
have to
writing
make a,
anywhere?
no, I haven't configured. Actually, this you are configuring on the fly. So one URL in
Okay.
Spring Security you can configure like this, right? And you can configure in the controller as well, right? So we don't have any controller in it. Why?
Yeah.
Because either you configure over here or you can configure in the controller. Both are same thing. Because you mention it, right? When somebody is hit it, it will go to this filter, Sachin, on this here, right? Attempt authentication. This is Spring Security thing, right? If you want, you can write your own method also. Not a big deal. Okay. There is many way to do it. Who is going to help me?
So
What
the
I should try?
controller is like there behind the scene.
Yeah, same thing. Here, a controller, similar thing I am doing in my filter, in my over here. Can you see this? I am saying post and this URL, right? It is going to be mapped with this filter. So this is Spring Security internal, I'm telling you. Okay. But tomorrow, if you want, I can do the same thing with the help of writing controller. So can you help me? What URL I have to type, Sachin? Local host
Localhost
and port number 9100.
9100.
After it, auth. Clear? And method is post. Hello. And what is the port number?
910.
910. Yeah, that is correct. Like here, why saying local host? Spelling is okay, right? Auth. Is auth or something else?
You forgot L at the
You're
local.
missing an L.
Oh, I forget local.
Yeah.
Local host. Gee, that's what I'm saying. It should give some other error. 4141 unauthorized. Okay. Why saying like this? That's fine. That's fine. Let it give. Actually, we have to send data in the body as well, right? What we need to send in the body? Everything's cool. 91. You have to send user name. I don't know. Let me check it. Where you have to check? I have to check in my filter. Here, what I'm expecting, username and password in this format. Username and password. Actually, here it's saying 401 means your username password is incorrect. But what username password I should enter? Who will help me? I'm very confused. You say don't cry. Go to this method. Yeah, here it is. Nagain and 12345. Hello. 12345 and click on it and see the magic. Can you see this? Wow. Name, email, and this token is generated. Mina. This is called JWT token, and this token is divided into three parts. You can see in this, you would see, you know, three part. I'll show you which part is what. Sachin, the first part is this one, dot. Second part is this one. Are you following me? And third part is this one. The middle one is actually your data. Hmm? You guys understand how token is generated? Somebody is saying, could you please make some diagram so that flow should be clear. So this is only generating what, man? It is only generating token, and this authorization token is spelling mistake. Oh, that this is really very bad. Let's correct it. Where we can correct it here, please. AUTH, right? Now it's okay.
Yes. So out of context, this question, what's the difference between sending the value in the body and writing in the header?
No. Actually, if data, you see, if you enter a wrong username password, right? So in body, nothing is coming. In header, only it's saying 401, right? But in real life, I'm telling you, when you work any company, are you following me? So in that case, your token will be always come in this format in the JSON
What
response
I'm saying
because
is here up top where it's params, authorization, headers, you can also enter username password there, right? Usually.
give me a second. I'll come to you. Abhi, give me a second. I'm coming to you. Sachin, I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
I changed it. It's correct now. Okay, authorization. Yeah. Can you come again, please? What is the question?
So there's a params authorization headers. There are 12 headers. You can also enter username and password there. What's the difference between actually
Okay, in
entering?
header. Yeah. Actually, if you want to send data, username password in the header, you have to use get normally, right? Get. Suppose
Okay.
because when you were saying username password in the header, right, as it is, it's visible in the URL, right? You have seen that in case of get, right? So in real, I'm telling you, normally when you design a nice REST API, we normally use post for sending the data. Yes or no? Rule. When you are calling out, you are sending the data. You should go in the body in JSON format. Are you following me? You can send in the header as well, not a problem, right? But for header, hello, that is the convention, and you have to follow some standard thing, right? We are always using JSON. That's why. Are you following me? Otherwise, I'll show you there is basic security, right? In that you can send in the header. Done. Hey, this part is clear to everybody. Let me make a diagram for you.
You
Mina?
gotta make the diagrams in it.
Yeah. So when you hit it, so first of all, it will go to the Spring Security to cross the barrier, right? So, hey, what you are saying? First, you see, permit all. Why I'm able to cross this barrier? Because Spring Security is saying go ahead. Can you see this? So for which URL? It's saying go ahead slash auth this one. So when you cross the barrier, right? So first of all, this filter will come in the picture. This filter JWT, this is designed by us. This will come in the picture first. Sachin, it is configured like that.
Communication filter.
Yeah. And in this, there is a
This is
method.
where you put the username, password, everything, right?
Yeah. This is in this, we have a method, this method. And in this method, what we are doing, we are reading the username password, which is coming from user in the request body. And after that, here I'm when you call this method, internally what it will call, Sachin, it is fixed. It is going to call this service impl class, and in this we have a method load user by username. And what it's supposed to do, Sachin? It will validate username password from database. Clear? Now after this, you have two choice in your hand. Either username password is correct or incorrect, Sachin. If your username password is incorrect, then this method will be called.
But we don't have database right now.
We can do it, not a big deal. It will take only 10 minutes, okay? Right now we don't have.
Yeah.
So this method is called, and this method is eventually generating in case of successful, and this is the flow. So guys, if you this is the simplest way I taught you today. Okay. Today what we have learned, people, I have learned how to generate a token, and tomorrow what we learn, we are going to use this token, and you are going to access your other application. Meena, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Other
I
application,
got it.
this one. So that will
So,
make it tomorrow.
so Naga,
Tomorrow.
so that token is usually used to access the another services.
Of course.
Okay.
That's purpose.
Because
Okay.
on the microservice, we have various services coupled together, right?
Exactly. I'm
So,
going on that architecture itself. This is the
okay.
way we are going with. This is the microservices architecture.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
So we are on that track. I think this is
Mhm.
enough.